This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
There is a podcast no one asked for. A podcast you never knew you didn't want. 3 beers in. This is the podcast.
I anticipate a deeply religious experience.
Welcome, listener. Thanks for joining us again on another episode of 3 Beers In. Tonight, we are drinking Lake Austin Ale's Juicy Blonde Ale from right here in Austin, Texas. Tonight, it's me, Cutter.
Hey, this is Ross.
Ross is there.
Joel's there.
Hey, it's Clint.
And Clint's there. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. To your cans.
Ooh, all that aroma.
Pint cans.
Hoppy.
They do 2 other beers in cans. I know they do their double IPA and their IPA.
What are you thinking, Joel?
A lot of foam.
Okay. Sign of a good beer, right?
Decently hoppy.
Don't fear the foam.
I think Clint will approve with the hops. It's not too much.
Yeah?
Bold statement, Joel. Bold statement.
It's definitely got the hoppy note on the front end. It's like for sure on the nose, but
And you get all that tropical.
Oh, that is tropical.
Smell.
Yeah.
The taste.
Now that we've mentioned it, now you taste the tropicality.
I just took my first sip.
a lot of like pineapple and mango notes is what I'm getting.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
pineapple.
Yeah.
is that
lot
on
of
the can?
pineapple.
There is nothing
see
on,
it on
this
the can, but
what does it say? It says Juicy Blonde Ale.
Yeah.
Is that why all this is the like juicy brand or whatever?
Yeah, they do. That's
Because
what they like to do.
They want
juicy.
to get like strong fruit notes out of it.
Yeah, same with their IPA and their double IPA. They do the New England style. It's like, I don't know, their name might as well be juicy, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's not.
It seems like it is because those are the only ones that you see on the shelf.
Yeah.
And they all look very similar, just the color's different.
Yeah.
But no, I'm one sip in, I'm a 1.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Definitely. I like blondes. This could be a little bit more malty, but
Most of the blondes that I've had
Yeah.
recently, especially, are very malty and less hoppy. There's some hop presence to them, but usually it's more just
I like the hop
there.
presence, but I would just like a little bit, I don't know, residual sweetness maybe to it. Malt sweetness.
What I like about this one already is you can tell it would lend itself to adding juice or
definitely.
making a beer cocktail out of it
You and your
with
beer
juice.
cocktails.
I know, but it's a thing now. It's
Just because it
becoming a
has
thing.
cock in it.
Yeah.
Love the cocktails.
He'll edit that.
Yeah. Easily. Yeah. Thank you for the pause.
Damn it.
But yeah, there isn't much on the can. It says it's 5.2% and 10 IBUs.
And it's Florida 16 ounces.
Yeah, Florida.
It's a Florida count.
See, I see what you're saying there now. I don't know why they did it in a 16-ounce can. Do you have any?
Yeah, no, it's just, I think to keep it the same. Well, maybe they only have 16-ounce cans.
Maybe that's just what their canning line is set up for.
Yeah. Because the IPA and their double IPA are all in 16-ounce 4-packs.
Oh, yeah.
So I think, and to keep the brand, together cohesively, like you see it and it's like, oh yeah, that's a juicy
Fair enough.
or a Lake Austin Ale. That's just what I think. I don't know.
Because they're on the lake, does it have anything to do with maybe wanting to make it accessible for people who might be going to water?
No, I don't
Well,
think
I know, but still,
cans
you could
in
do
and
a
of itself.
12-ounce cans still work just as well.
Yeah, I don't.
But 4 would sound easier to carry around. I've never taken 4 out on the river or anything, but 6 can kind of be cumbersome, especially when you're like going to a party. I know carrying them in and all the time is just kind of a pain in the ass.
It is, but it's like, I feel like the 16-ounce lends itself away from that because most of your coolers are for like
12 ounces, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's 10 IBUs, but they dry hop the shit out of it with Azaka.
Is
Yeah.
that what gives it the
Red.
tropical?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you not a fan of Azaka?
I don't know. There's something about it I just don't like.
It's vaguely IPA-ish, the bitterness a little bit.
No, I mean maybe it's the
It's got just that little bit of piney scent.
Yeah.
Like just a tiny little bit.
no. I think it's the haziness.
Yeah.
I'm not loving the haziness.
Is it me or
It's a blonde ale.
It
So-
reminds me a
so
lot of
you
a
don't like
hazy
the way it
IPA.
looks?
No. Let me think on this.
The full body? You don't like?
Yeah, I think that's what
You would
it
like
is.
it to be lighter?
Yeah.
Can we,
Or
can we take
crisper,
a
maybe
moment?
drier on the finish?
Can we take a
Maybe.
moment real quick to acknowledge that Rebel Wilson has a new movie coming out?
Oh, okay.
has a new
That-
You
movie?
said full body. It reminded me.
That it? Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah, I think just the fullness of it. I would like it to be like lighter and cleaner.
I can understand that.
It is pretty clean though. I think the haziness actually makes it cleaner because something like this, if it didn't have that kind of juicy note, it would be more soapy almost.
Yeah. Like Celis's IPA
Yeah.
that we had the other day.
I'm not.
That was super soapy.
I've had plenty of soapy IPAs. I don't know if that's supposed to be the flavor that they're going for, but
No,
it,
yeah. I was wondering that myself. I was like,
it lends itself more to the West Coast style. I know
yeah,
that,
and
but-
that's what it was. It wasn't a West Coast style IPA.
But it's I've never understood that kind of soapiness. It's like some people dig it. I'm just not a fan. The East Coast hazy, juicy. That's more my speed if I'm doing a hoppy ale.
Which is what Lake Austin Ales is doing.
Oh,
They wanna
Kris
do
from
that
Lake
hazy-
Austin Ales,
Yeah,
friend of the show,
Kris Gray, former brewer at
Whitestone.
Whitestone,
Former
and before
brewer
that,
at-
Stone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Likes his Stone. I'm surprised he didn't put Stone in the name of his.
Where's he at
Which
now?
is he's at Lake Austin Ales.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
The beer that we're drinking.
Okay,
right now.
cool.
But yeah, so a little bit about Kris, I guess, since we mentioned him.
Yeah.
He's their brewmaster. It says he delivers on both the unique flavors and relentless commitment to quality that makes Lake Austin Ales a line of super premium craft beers. He honed his brewing chops for the past 7 years at high-level commercial breweries. Most recently, he was supervising brewer at Stone, the 10th largest craft brewery in the United States.
Oh, the 10th largest.
Yeah, they there's a brew house team of 45, and they delivered in excess of 500,000 barrels.
Dang.
I don't know if that's per year or total, but so yeah, and that's one of the
Why does their distribution that is? I imagine that's per year.
Per year.
yeah, and that's one of the reasons I think they said that they focused on IPAs in the first place
Yeah.
because Kris is the hop master.
Well, I find it strange that
He might not
all of his styles.
He
are
might not be as good as Flava Dave, but
Flavor Dave.
yeah.
Most of his IPAs have been West Coast style, so it's just interesting to see.
Oh
East
yeah,
Coast
because
from him.
that's what Stone does a lot of, really. Yeah.
mostly.
They are, like the Arrogant Bastard. That was
Right.
the first really hoppy beer that I can remember.
That you had, or
No, I never had it because I never wanted it.
it is all right. No, it's like even
Not in college.
all of their IPAs, like their Stone
Yeah.
IPA.
No,
is
that was
pretty
like,
solid.
I remember seeing that when I was really young.
They all have gargoyles on.
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But no, just that it's interesting to see him doing like an East Coast style
Mm-hmm.
because all of his other stuff is mostly West Coast.
Yeah. But that's what they really, when they opened up, that's what they really wanted to tap into because at that time, the hazy craze hadn't come to Austin really.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then they started, I think they released, was it last September 4th?
It was after the recording that we did at Whitestone. I know that much.
His last day was a week or two after that. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing it and I was like, oh, damn, we should go. And then we didn't go. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Kris.
So, yeah, I think it was last September was their official release date for their IPA and double IPA. And then
That was all,
blonde,
the blonde is more recent. I don't know. It's
yeah,
not super recent.
I hadn't seen it until you sent that picture. But it's on their website, so.
Are they a fairly new brewery?
Yes.
Yeah, September of last year.
Yeah.
September of last year.
Oh, it was the first beer. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were talking about a beer that they put out.
Oh, no. Yeah, that was their first release. Yeah.
Gotcha.
At Easy Tiger.
So he's a founding brewer.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. Him and the CEO, we can talk about him too, Zach Fuentes. They call him the founder and ringleader. And he brings over 20 years of diversified experience in the food and beverage industry. He specialized in developing concepts from initial vision to business strategy through to design, customer experience, launch, and operations.
What was he good at? Because that sounds like everything that a business requires. Like,
Yeah.
he answered customer service questions and he handled out the Scott.
Yeah, he also, it says he gets all of experience as being an owner for Ringer's Sports Lounge, Paggy House and Uncle Billy's. But not the brewery.
Oh.
He was owner when they started the brewery, though, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what he had to do with the founding of their brewery, but yeah.
Yeah,
so
I'm
it sounds like...
just not feeling this.
No? We did the blonde for you, man.
I know. I understand.
We could have done the double IPA.
We could have tried to do IPAs.
I had the IPA actually chilling, like when Ross texted back, or when you said, I thought we were doing the blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like...
Well, I was hoping for a more traditional blonde, not...
What?
Yeah.
Long and leggy.
Just, yeah.
Leggy.
Light, easy drink.
This is. I would. It's not
I don't
light.
know.
It's pretty. It's
For
for a fuller
you.
body. Yeah.
Mr. 3 Guinnesses while I clean the house.
No. Let's get it right. It was definitely heavier than a Guinness.
Yeah, 3 12% beers
What's
in
the
2
ABV on a
hours.
Guinness? Like
Judge
9?
me not, sir.
Guinness, I don't think is that high, actually.
Yeah,
Eight-
it's like
8 or 9 or something.
4.7
it's not even-
or
yeah,
something?
I was gonna say it's
Really?
less than 5.
Yeah, I would think it's like around 4.7.
Most of your like
drinks like a
English and
meal.
Irish stouts are
Yeah.
not super high alcohol.
No. The
your
Imperial-
American, your American ones.
Yeah, the Americans, we try to, go all out for stuff.
If we're gonna drink something,
In
we're gonna
general.
damn sure it's gonna get us fucked up.
Yeah.
We had Subways and stuff. That would be helpful. Anyone could get as fucked
You
up
want
as you
a
wanted to.
sandwich?
Oh, it's a good thing our trains run on Saturday. Oh, wait, they don't anymore.
Yes, they don't.
They're fucking up
news
everything.
news
Is it
to
just one
everybody
line
else.
or multiple lines?
No, it's just the one
the red
line.
line?
so
The red
it's
line is the only one that runs.
Yeah.
We only have one.
And it's not going to run on Saturdays.
Right.
Do we know why?
Because they're retarded.
Yes.
Well,
That's
We've known that.
Well, you can't say that word.
I'm sorry. Please don't drink and drive, but
And don't go full
yeah.
retard
Yeah, don't go full.
like Cat Metro.
Wait, whoa! Don't go full retard like Cat Metro.
They're not retarded. They just took a retarded action.
You don't call retarded people retards. It's bad taste. You call your friends retards when they're acting retarded.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's like if you want to
It's
not
awful.
condone drinking and driving, then make more
Or
services
if you want,
available.
Yeah.
But-
or if you want to get more riders, more business.
How many? I mean,
Clint and I used to live right over by where Hop Squad used to live, but it's like we never took the train downtown because like it stops running
Where
at
did
10
Hop
o'clock.
Squad used to live?
No.
I'm sorry.
Where they're-
We used to live behind where Hop Squad
Is
currently
now.
living.
Is living.
Which is
Yeah.
right next to the train station, but it doesn't do any good.
Yeah.
Because the train stops running at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the Kramer station.
I do wonder if it's a chicken egg problem where it's like people complain about it not running, so
You're an
therefore
egg.
they're like they don't use it, and then they're like, well, people aren't using
Yeah,
this.
I know.
Or if it's,
I think that's what it
people
stems
would use
from.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have
No.
Lyft and Uber.
I don't
you have
think
the
that's.
Bird
I don't.
scooters
I
now
think.
and all
I
kinds
think
of
they
stuff.
have an agenda of it being a commuter rail, and so they don't want a bunch
Right.
of drunk
Bullshit.
people.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, they want it to be a commuter rail. That's why it goes out to Leander.
that.
And it's busy during commuting hours for sure. But I don't think the city or metro services want to have a bunch of drunk people on the train.
They've said that, but at the same time, like
they said
you
that?
can make
Why not?
Oh, I was drunk. I don't remember.
I was drunk on the train. I don't remember
Yeah.
reading it.
But you're right. I mean, commuter,
then
but
it-
even it's not that great for them. Like
Yeah.
not a lot. I mean, it's busy, but it could be a better system.
Well,
The system in itself could be better.
yeah, I mean, they could actually build more lines
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
have it
Have it go
actually
places. Yeah.
run.
What
but-
was it in
'Cause where it's at right
2014,
now, you just have to
2015
drive
when they
to it.
said like, hey, if you guys don't vote to expand this rail line now, like there's no backup plan
Yeah.
for the next foreseeable future. And I think they finally released one last year that they were voting on this year, maybe.
Yeah.
To do what? To expand
To
it?
expand the rail lines again.
Tack it onto the TABC bill.
Yeah, fuck it. It's like it goes hand in hand almost. No, I could talk for end like
Yeah.
about
trains?
Austin City Council,
We know
like
you
how
love trains.
retarded.
Well, it's probably going to change because the domain's getting busier. They saw the other day that they're going to build what they want to try to build
Oh.
something similar to the domain, but in Pflugerville. So I think you're going to have more
They've been talking about
groups
that
that
for a
are
while.
spread out, like where they're not
They've
going
got
to
that.
drink and
They've
drive
got
as
that
much.
new event center. It's going to go in up in Round Rock, almost right across
Right.
from the Del Diamond. That's
Yep.
If it's as impressive as they make it sound, which Round Rock doesn't usually hold back. Like if they're going to do something, they're going to
Yeah.
do it right. So like it's going to be pretty impressive. They're putting in a giant ass water park and a whole bunch of stuff up there. But
We already got a water park
On Stone
in
Lake.
Pflugerville.
Yeah.
Yeah, which has already changed hands
Once.
once. I thought
only once.
I thought it was twice.
Across the street from the Target, man.
Come on, bro.
The old Pfluger Falls, or no, Hawaiian Falls with a PF.
Hawaiian.
That's what it was. Hawaiian Falls.
Typhoon, Texas now, buddy.
That's Typhoon, Texas. That went off topic. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Started talking about trains
That
and the Red
was-
Line tour and devolved.
Well, there's a train that runs right behind Whitestone, where Chris Gray used to work.
See, it's all connected.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait, really? The train runs back that far?
Yeah,
But it
yeah, you
doesn't-
probably don't
Well,
remember.
not-
It won't run
the
on-
commuter
it won't-
train, though?
No, it is a commuter train.
Oh, it is?
It's a different train.
Is
They're
it?
not. Yeah, well, it is. But the Red Line runs. I guess that's the
Is
last
it a different
stop.
train?
There are several
Yes.
trains back there.
Yes.
Yes, there's a train yard.
Well, there's a train museum back there, too.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, this is, I don't know, guys.
Hope you tuned in to hear about trains tonight, because fuck them.
She never compromised.
Brian, I love train. Love train.
Fucking love train.
I can see how Clint doesn't like this because the front yard, was that what I had the other day?
Oh, you didn't
When
say
I-
we'll run a train. Sorry.
When I compare that to the other blonde I had the other day, it was not as tropical,
What was
more
that?
filtered.
Oh, the front yard?
Yeah. It's more filtered. It was not as it wasn't tropical at all.
It was not.
It was what I would
a
think was
Belgian.
more-
They call it a Belgian blonde.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's a Belgian white. It's what I got out of it, but yeah,
Close.
it's what it tasted like.
I can see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, so totally different than this because this is more tropical, a bit hoppy.
That sounds way better than what we're drinking right now.
Yeah. But I think my
is
thing with
not.
these are you got to drink it before it gets warm because it starts to taste like shit quick.
I
Like,
disagree.
I think you need to drink this like freezing.
As this is warming up, like I get a lot more like that juicy note.
Start
that
drinking,
fruit.
man.
Yeah, it's like look,
Yeah,
Joel,
it's,
look,
it's tough.
as it's warming
I agree
up.
with I agree with Joel. It's
Thanks,
tough.
Clint. We're at the same level,
Yeah.
even though you don't enjoy it.
Wait, Joel says it's
Ross
tough?
understands.
Yeah, no, drink it. Shut your face and drink it. No.
Man.
I am starting to
got-
appreciate the tropicalness.
All right, already complaining.
Oh, all
we
the
got-
time, guys. All the time.
Got another hour and a half of this.
Wait, we're replacing Clint with a girl, right?
That's
I
right.
don't know.
We gotta get that Twitter poll started.
Yeah. I was going to add that to my list of requirements.
We need to get more followers. We're gonna hire an Instagram model to join our group.
Yeah.
So we have to kick out one of the guys.
Who's paying?
No, nobody's paying.
Oh, okay.
Well, she gets
How
paid.
are we gonna
The
hire?
Patreons.
She gets paid in free beer.
The patrons on Patreon are gonna give her
yeah.
money, and then
Women get free beer already.
And in our
We'll
companionship.
give them half of our Patreon money.
There you go.
I was thinking more like 80% because
Hey, start low. Like let them end up where they need to be. It's like because right now that would be $0.
Yeah. But if anybody wants to donate to our Patreon,
I will supply beer every week.
Patreon.com/3beersin.
It would be funny to dye my hair pink though, like you said earlier.
Yeah. And we get more money. Hey, Cutter,
What's up, Ross?
you look like you have trouble finding a woman.
Do I?
Our roofie's just not working anymore. Have they started posting your picture around the local playgrounds?
They have. What?
It can be hard to find that special someone, or anyone for that matter. And if you're looking for a smart, funny, beautiful woman that enjoys being with you as much as you enjoy being with her, well, good luck. But if you're interested in not dying alone, why not try Lowered Expectations?
Lowered expectations.
Lowered Expectations is a new dating service where you respond to other chronically rejected singles like yourself. Those people looking for love and scraping the bottom of the barrel. Right now, you can talk to women like Helga, a failed dominatrix from Eastern Europe who enjoys efficient, punctual lovemaking. Or there's Susan, an elegant woman with the most striking Adam's apple who loves a manly man and enjoys the finer things in life and can crush walnuts with her bare hands. So there are many exciting potential soulmates, or at least two perfect for you.
Yeah, right up my alley.
Yeah. When you've been rejected by the rest, settle for what you can get. Lowered Expectations.
Lowered expectations.
Is that an app and a website?
No, it's an old. It was Mad TV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Clint's just too
this-
sad about the beer to,
This is
to
ice
enjoy
cold. Enjoy this. Ugh. All right, round two. God, it just smells good. It really does.
Pretty good.
I wouldn't call this by any stretch of the means a traditional blonde. Like,
No.
No.
this
it's
is definitely
juicy.
This is definitely
It is.
This is definitely a more fruity blonde than a lot of them. I mean,
Yeah.
when you think of blonde, what's the blonde that you typically think of?
Dallas Blonde.
Being a Dallas blonde?
Dallas
I
blonde.
always go Fireman's 4. That's typically what I think of.
I haven't had a Fireman's 4 in a long time. I never really liked Fireman's 4.
I didn't
don't
didn't really like Fireman's 4.
I really
Tony,
enjoyed Fireman's.
Tony
yeah.
would. Tony does.
It's okay.
I didn't realize Fireman's 4 was just a blonde ale. I thought it was something else.
It's a blonde.
I didn't know it was blonde either, but I would Shiner blonde.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I always drank that in college.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
But
good.
still have
it's
the
not.
blonde,
It's
right?
not.
Yeah,
There's
I
no.
think so.
Here's my thing. I think we've talked about this many times on the Shiner podcast.
Yes.
Like about Shiner. It always
Yes.
has that Shiner finish on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There was
I see that.
in retrospect, there's nothing really special about it.
No.
Blondes
Just a good
blondes in a lot of ways are kind of like ambers. There's nothing really super like out there about them. But this one's actually interesting.
Yeah. I like the Dallas Blonde because it's got a malty sweetness to it.
I'm trying to remember that.
And
one.
then Whitestone Blonde. It's got that little hint of
Long Gone Blonde
yeah.
from Whitestone's really solid.
that hint
too.
of vanilla, which I don't know if Kris. Well, he was there when they were brewing it, so figured this blonde wouldn't be super traditional. I thought there'd be something about it to set it out from other blondes, like Whitestone's Long Gone Blonde.
Right, so they're not similar at all.
No, I'm saying
No,
they
just-
are because they're not your typical blonde.
Yeah, he's saying that Kris has a what would you?
But I'm saying the two are
Affinity?
comparable.
No, just like a
desire
I don't
to
want to say a
make-
history because it's like one example,
Yeah.
but like a prior example of doing a blonde
So
with a
precedent.
twist. Yes.
There's a precedent.
Oh, what
There's
I
a
was just trying to
precedent.
get at was that but they're not similar.
No, they're
No,
not.
these aren't similar.
Yeah.
No,
they're
no.
similar in that they aren't similar to other
Oh,
blondes.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blonde I had recently, Hop Fusion. They're feisty blonde.
Yeah.
Two things notable about that beer. One,
Over 8%.
over 8%.
That is
Why? They
But
just,
that's what Hop Fusion does, really.
It's like I didn't realize that about it. It's like that and the feisty redhead are both pushing. I think
Oh, yeah.
one's like 8.5, the other one's like 8.2.
they have a
or something
feisty
like that.
blonde and a feisty redhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Feisty Redhead has
Is there
I
blonde
think
with
hibiscus in it
Cherry,
and a little bit.
cherry and hibiscus.
Yeah.
They're both really good.
I don't think I like the. You gave me a feisty
didn't like the
I
redhead.
did not like the redhead.
You
I
didn't
don't
like
know
it?
what you don't like about it.
It's pretty good.
Because
Anyway,
it's too filling.
but
It's hazy. Is that
The redhead part.
it's the hibiscus.
the
It's
redhead
floral.
isn't
It's probably
really
floral.
yeah. But you like floral.
Yeah, you read off the it's a blonde ale with
Everything
hibiscus
should
and
be.
cherry, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
that should be right up my alley.
It's
but
probably
nope.
the booziness. Like,
One
it's like-
sip
it's
and
like-
you were
yeah,
already
it-
drunk.
It may be.
The
it may
thing
be
is,
too
you can't
strong.
taste the booziness of it.
It's
pretty
smooth.
It's well hidden.
The blonde has honey and vanilla.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's definitely noticeably sweeter on the finish, which I
Yeah.
thought was really good. It worked really well. It covered a lot of that booziness, but at the same time, it's like, this is 8.5%.
Yeah, they make boozy beers like their First Slipper, which
Well,
is
that's
their stout, and then their Coco Añejo, which is 8.999%. So I don't know why they do that. It's like they got to have those 3 9s on there. Like what?
Were there differences in the ABV for the feisty blonde and the feisty redhead?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, it's
like I
like-
said, one was 8.5, one was 8.2 or something like that.
What was the stronger one?
I want to
Probably
say the
the
blonde.
Blonde.
Really? Okay.
I want to say the blonde was, but I don't actually know that.
I was thinking it would be the
similar.
redhead because of the added fruit, but
because you get a
oh
little.
well, the blonde has added honey, so
yeah,
and that's straight sugar. So
Yeah, it is. But
I will say beer number 2 is colder, so that's a little bit
it
easier.
has a nice
Yeah,
coldness to it.
that's,
Yeah, I like that.
I told you.
to it.
The first one was a little bit warmer.
Yeah, I guess
so
as it warms up, it becomes
really comes.
more more filling. Really,
I don't know.
Well, I'd say that the fruit lessens and
Yeah.
the hops start.
you
coming
get
in
more
a
of the
little bit more.
bitterness
Yeah.
of the hops.
Oh, I
the fruit-
disagree.
The
I
fruit
think it's
is
the
the
opposite.
hops.
Moving to
Yeah.
Clint on this one, but I feel like when it was warmer, we got more of the tropical taste, and now it's more of just
Subdued a little bit.
It tastes consistent.
There's something like when it's warmer, it just the mouthfeel is just off and like
I like.
Yeah,
it.
I can see
I
that.
like it. When it's a
No.
little-
Well, it was
it's a
like the
little
front
warmer.
yard. When it was warm, it was not great because there was some off flavor to it. But as you cooled it down, really cold. it was
Well,
pretty good.
yeah. Well, I mean that's with anything.
As you cool it
Yeah.
down, it gets really cold.
As you cool it
Yeah.
down, it loses a lot of like the. It can mask a lot of like off flavors.
Yeah, cold kills flavor and aroma. So.
Yeah.
So it's I like drinking. I do like drinking my beers.
That's why your Bud Ice that you drink, Cutter, is cold filtered.
I have Bud Ice in my
Brewed
fridge,
cold,
but I did not buy it.
Served cold.
I did not buy it, and I do not want it in my fridge. So
was that why you invited us over for burgers to get rid of it?
I was hoping somebody would take one.
You did offer it.
Which one of us is going to drink Bud Ice? You fuck.
He was hoping.
Ross, did you make it up?
Challenge?
Yeah, I did.
Make sure you drink some Bud Ice next time you come.
Did y'all watch
Not
Game of Thrones?
drinking any goddamn Bud Ice.
Yes, we did. Yes, we watched Game of Thrones.
We did watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I missed the cup. I might have been a little
I didn't
drunk,
see it.
but I wasn't really.
I saw the cup, but I didn't
What
recognize
cup?
that it was a Starbucks.
I heard it was
There's a
our
Starbucks.
I heard it was our koozie.
I did hear it was our.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know how I missed
Proud of
it.
Look at the guy. Oh yeah, it was a koozie.
It was a converter Kolsch in that koozie.
A converted Kolsch in the koozie. I saw it.
Somebody got converted.
Like within 24 hours, someone found a photo of Sansa holding the cup, and they're like, "Oh, it's
Sophie
probably
Turner.
hers." Yeah, because she was sitting 2 seats down from
Joe
her.
Jonas's wife.
Yeah, recently. Yeah,
Well, they did get married, didn't they?
on
Yeah.
the premiere on that Sunday.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Before she gets
There you
killed,
go.
before she gets killed in the show, she got
Yeah.
married.
Yeah, right.
I'm fine with her dying. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't think she will, but
Yeah.
if I had to bet all my money, I would say she's probably the least likely to die.
Yeah, right, as of right now, yes, she is the least likely to die,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
That makes her the most likely to die.
2 weeks later, damn it!
The way that this
Damn
season
it.
is going, yes, you're probably exactly correct.
I don't know. I think people are misguided in thinking that it's just going to end horribly. I think it's going to be more fairy tale than it is going to be like, oh, everyone's going to just.
I've heard nothing but terrible things about this director. So
The
he did X-Men Origins, right?
David Benioff. Yes, he did, and it took him 3 years to write it. And he's married to Amanda Peet, even though I called dibs. That motherfucker. He's a
man,
just fucking savage. Yeah. He doesn't respect dibs. Come on.
Or Wolverine.
Yeah. Or Deadpool.
Or Deadpool. Especially Deadpool.
I think Deadpool got it worse for that.
Yeah, he really.
you wanna talk about bad movies? Fucking Matrix
Fifth
Reloaded.
Oh, okay.
Is that the second or third one? Third one?
That's the second
Third one.
That's the second.
Revolutions,
No,
is the
is-
second.
Do you think?
I just watched it.
Is it?
On?
No, that's the other way.
No,
it's the other way around. Reloaded is the
Yes.
second one, and then Revolutions is the third one.
Not according to Netflix, because I watched Reloaded and
Oh.
it was the third one.
Oh, was it?
Quick question.
Okay.
So that was one of the
Well,
first
maybe that
times.
is.
That was one of the first times they did where they do like where they film the two movies at the same time, or like close one.
Because they released them. They released them in the same year. Actually,
Yeah.
They
according
did.
to-
I was
Yeah.
late. The book came out in 2003.
2003.
Do you think that had anything to do with it? That they kind of rushed it, or they filmed them back? to
No,
back?
No.
They filmed at the same time.
It's a cohesive story. So.
Yeah.
Well, the second and
It just- second and
third
third,
one
yeah.
are
Yeah.
cohesive story.
Yeah, yeah.
They do not fit at all with the first movie. It's complete nonsense.
Nonsense or mom sense?
Nonsense.
Matrix Reloaded was the second one.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that would make
maybe
sense.
it was just
It is the
Maybe.
first sequel to The Matrix and the second installment in the Matrix trilogy.
okay. I'm pretty sure it was.
They came out in the same year.
I never
Anyway.
saw the third one.
All right, so I watched Revolutions.
So the last
You watched it way out of order.
I just watched the third one. Amy wanted to
Rewatched.
rewatched it,
Okay.
and
because it's not like you watched it out of order. You already
Correct.
knew what happened.
yeah, I've seen them all before. I just
Yeah.
rewatched
He's
the third
Jesus,
one.
right? I didn't get the ending.
Wait.
I was a little confused. I was also
Spoiler
like,
alert.
I was like 15 or something.
He's the
right?
one.
He's the one.
That's the ending of the first one.
What does it take to be number one? Two is not a
Two
winner.
is not a winner. Yeah. Three, nobody remembers.
Is that
But
a
anyway.
Seinfeld joke?
It just
It's a Nelly joke.
anyway. The movie just doesn't make sense, and it's not like
What?
it's not.
Well, maybe it's because you didn't watch Matrix Reloaded before.
Yeah, because you watched. See, because Neo has powers outside of the Matrix
yeah,
somehow.
yeah. Please explain to me
He
how
kills
Neo has
the hunter killers or whatever they're called. I don't know.
Sentinels.
Sentinels. Yeah, I
But-
haven't watched it since it. I saw it in theaters,
neither
and
have
then
I.
that was it. That was,
Yeah,
Neither
exactly.
have
I'm
I.
in the same boat. Yeah.
I didn't see the third one though. Just
It does.
You were smart.
The things that don't make sense about it is like in the first one, you kind of establish that he can't be
flexes, and the whole Matrix flexes.
Yeah, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he can't be killed inside the Matrix.
right.
But
Because he is the one.
spoiler
Wait, but
alert,
is he the one?
in the final
Spoiler alert for a
in the-
20-year-old movie.
I haven't seen it. Wait, come on.
in the
might
the
wanna
third
watch
one
it.
at the end of the final battle in the third one is between him and Smith
Yeah.
again. And
Didn't he defeat him?
Yes.
Several times?
Fuck. And then, like, somehow Smith is beating him up in the Matrix. It doesn't
How?
make, like, he doesn't.
Did he get an upgrade?
It doesn't make sense. Even if he gets an upgrade,
doesn't
he
matter
can't
because
be hurt inside the
I
Matrix.
thought he did have an upgrade. There was something that happened. to him.
He can control the Matrix.
Yeah. When you're ready, you won't
Yeah.
have to dodge the fucking bullets. Well, guess what? I guess that doesn't apply to fists because fucking Smith
They're
whoops his
bigger.
ass.
They're bigger than bullets.
They are
Usually.
bigger than bullets.
It just doesn't make sense.
Depends on the bullet, I guess.
There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense about that movie.
I'm having a lot of problems
So
with
would
sequels.
you
Wait,
say?
no,
would you
there's
say that
clearly-
it's a good
there
movie,
clearly-
or would you say it's a bad movie?
There
That's
clearly
enjoyable to
is a
watch?
spoon.
Neither. Yeah, I just don't like it.
There clearly is a spoon. I don't know. but-
There is no spoon. That's the truth.
you
There
realize
is no.
there is no
That's the whole
spoon.
point.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of the first movie.
You can
is like
you can completely
manipulate everything
the-
because none of it's real.
Yeah.
And once your brain realizes that none of it's real, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and you
So-
can't die.
So maybe
So
the
is he
Matrix or the real world.
reprogramming the Matrix as he's? I don't know.
So maybe the real world is not really the real world.
Whoa!
Whoa!
It's like Inception.
Here we go.
Inception.
Wait, the
That
real
was a
world
great movie.
in the movie or
Yeah.
in real life? Okay, not real life. Okay.
Yeah, where he was still doing whatever the
I
fuck he
was
wants
worried
in real
for a
life. Like,
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Real World MTV show
no,
in
we're-
the
we're
real
all-
world.
we're all-
No, we're a road rules show. No,
real world.
fuck the real world.
Fuck road rules.
Road what?
I don't know. I didn't watch MTV during that era.
What about road rules? Real world.
Versus the Versus
Yeah.
series.
That was at it. Is that
Yeah,
what it
they were
was?
Versus. I don't know what order they were in, but they'd team up against each other.
Before the greatest race.
Good time. Fuck MTV.
Fuck the Matrix sequels.
Yeah. I'll drink to that.
Only watch
I'll
the
drink to
Matrix.
that also. Yeah,
Don't,
cheers,
don't
yeah.
watch anything else.
Ryan Johnson was probably like in the.
Yeah, he probably. I was gonna say Ryan Johnson probably wrote those sequels.
I was going to say
He
he was
in
probably
film school.
he was probably in the mailroom in those movies.
And it shows. Like, did you see those movies?
It's like, oh, we established a bunch of lore and mythos.
Let's
fuck
just
all
throw
that.
it out. Yeah.
You forgot to get him the letter that made sense of the movie,
But
and they fucked it all
let's
up.
shoot this giant orgy.
That was in the second
Yeah.
one, right?
It was like a party that turned into an orgy, or did it start out as an? I don't know.
I
I
don't
think
know.
you're thinking of Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh yeah, I usually am. You get to see Nicole Kidman's yodel patch.
Yodel Patch. Yodel Patch.
It's not very sexy at all. The movie.
It's not very sexy. No, I'd agree. It's very sexual, but it's not very sexy.
Oh no, it's not something that you'll watch and like, oh god, yes. Cutter, man.
Disagree.
There we go.
How do you disagree? Why?
Because
Yeah.
a nice gentle
So-
breeze rolls through, and Cutter's
Hey,
like,
well.
"Hello."
All right. So, Lake Austin Ales doesn't have a tap room.
Really?
Which you guys might know.
I did not know. I assumed they didn't.
Yeah. They contract brew at Celis,
But, okay.
which apparently Celis has a really state-of-the-art brewing system, which makes sense. I mean,
Is it the same building that they have
Yeah.
the tap?
Yeah, their tap room and brewery is in the same room or same
So-
building. Yeah.
If you show up to Celis and you're like, I'd like to go on a brewery tour of the Lake Austin brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the Celis brewery.
I mean-
I'm not here for that.
Chris would probably be like, "This is my tank.
Hey,
There are many like it, but this one is mine."
there you go. Yeah, his tank says Fancy Fox or Fleet Fox. What is
Star
it?
Fox.
No.
Star Fox.
What they Celis was originally gonna, before they knew that they could get the Celis name, they were gonna call themselves.
I don't know this.
You don't know this?
I don't know this.
Oh,
no.
okay.
You know
What
what?
the
Tony,
actual
can you
name
bing
is.
that for us?
If only Tony were here to bing it. You know what Cutter's tank's name would be?
Flemish Fox. No, not. That's not what they would be named. That's what Celis was gonna name if they couldn't get the rights to the name Celis from Miller.
It's a good thing they got the rights to the Celis name.
Yeah. What was well their all their tanks back there they have Flemish fox etched in like the glass and everything and labeled on the tanks. Yeah. There's an old picture of Kris when they were brewing one of their first batches of the IPA.
Yeah.
And he's looking through a window into their fermenter, and etched in the glass is Flemish fox.
Really?
Yeah. But what's Cutter's tank's name? The name of Cutter's tank's?
Oh, bear fucker.
What? Oh, I don't know how that makes sense, but yeah, okay.
Well, just look at him.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, but I don't. Yeah, okay.
Logistically?
I'll just, yeah.
Don't worry, Cutter will make it work.
You know I will.
But yeah, so as I was saying, they contract brew at Celis because I don't know why, but maybe they saw the environment and they didn't feel like they could really open a tap room at the time. So they went full production. And so they thought it'd just be better to just, put our cans out there, and then we can go to these bars, or we can have pint nights at these local places or something, tap room takeovers, whatever, and then we can talk to our customers that way instead of just having a tap room, and then you have all that extra, stuff that you actually have to do all that extra work for a tap room. So, yeah.
Plus, Celis gets pretty busy, and they can sell through them.
But
I think that was...
So, if they contract brew at Celis, don't they have to produce? Like, don't they have to can there at Celis too?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Well, that goes back to they have a setup for.
That's true.
12-ounce cans,
but maybe they have to bring in their own blanks or something. I don't know how it works. Look, Cutter. I'm just referencing a previous conversation.
Yeah. Our previous conversation does not hold if they brew at Celis.
Oh yeah, because the Celis would be set up for 12-ounce.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah, because all of Celis' stuff is 12-ounce. So,
but all their stuff is 16-ounce.
The first 10 minutes of the podcast, please disregard all that. We were wrong.
Not why.
Please skip ahead to. Oh wait, never mind.
We had ideas. Maybe it might still be accurate. Maybe they have 2 canning lines.
Maybe,
and they're not allowed to use Celis's canning lines.
It's completely possible. Also,
because Uncle Billy's they do 16-ounce, right? As well.
All right. Here's my question: because Uncle Billy's does not seem to. I'm not seeming to get more stuff into the store.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot either.
Do they just buy Pertinalis out? Because Pertinalis I haven't seen in a while either.
I haven't. What about Robert Earl Keen?
I haven't seen any Robert Earl Keen.
I really haven't either, but I haven't looked for it.
Pertinalis and
like everybody else, I haven't looked for it.
Yeah. I feel like they just bought them out and then
and they're just bought them out.
Off,
yeah, I guess so. Ruthless.
Oh, or it's one of those things like they just realize that there's not a market for it.
Probably because it's like everything they make is better. So
Celis does make some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, their IPAs need work, but
this is really heavy. Like,
what do you mean?
I feel very full.
Bloated.
Yeah, not heavy in the high alcohol content sense, but heavy in like I feel full, bloated, and
did you take your Midol before?
Sleepy.
That's good beer.
Well, some people would disagree.
Yeah, some people would disagree.
I would say it's pretty filling though.
Oh well, I'd say most blonde ales kind of are. Not all of them, but
I wouldn't say they're super light.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know. That front yard one was pretty damn light. It's almost watery. You had it? Did you have it?
Yeah, I had a couple of them.
Do you think it was watery at all?
Really light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to me, it still just tasted like a Belgian wit. Really.
Yeah.
Hey, Cutter.
What's up, Russ?
Are you tired of the current dating scene? Do you find most of your escorts to be too immature?
Always. They're like Instagram models that won't hit me back up.
Are you looking for someone more experienced, a sassy, sophisticated single lady when you're 26 and she's 80?
Yeah. Why not?
Well, when you're exhausted with Grindr, check out Grandr for all your grandma needs.
Oh, my God.
Right now, you can get your granny fix with women like Martha, who loves cat sweatshirts, filling old cookie tins with sewing supplies, and keeping the good china locked up waiting for a dinner with the Pope.
Oh, my God.
She's looking for a special young man to knit sweaters for and bring chicken soup when he's sick. Or there's Hattie, who wants to get to Denny's at 3 p.m. so you can get into her Sears activewear by 5. Grandr is there for all your grandma needs. Grandr, she'll pinch your cheeks.
Which cheeks is she pinching?
Exactly.
That is up to that. It depends on the granny.
Window.
Yeah.
Well, Clint's
In your endo.
Can I get?
I don't understand the buoy on the logo.
Well,
It's juicy. No, it's on Lake Austin. There's
It's a lake
buoy.
theme. Yeah.
Is there a buoy on Lake Austin?
It's moist.
Yeah, there's
Probably.
buoys on like most lakes.
But technically, Lake Austin is a river, so
You're a river. That's like saying Lake Travis is a river.
it is.
You're a river.
It's like saying the Colorado River is a river.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
Bing.
that's not what it's like.
Well, one of their logos, one of their early logos said "Super Premium Craft" with the picture of a boat.
That makes much more sense.
So, craft, watercraft. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they were trying to do. But
that's justifiable.
There's
I
a
can see
paddle board on the
Yes.
can too.
that. Is that a
And
paddle
what-
board?
they're trying to.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think that is?
I don't know. I've never
It's
seen
not a
goddamn paddle
surfboard.
board.
They're not in the fucking ocean.
But buoys are. Buoys and surfboards are in the ocean.
They're in the fucking lake, bro.
Always-
They're Lake Austin.
lake, bro. They're in the lake, bro.
Red on right. The buoys are red. The light is red
But
on
this is
right when
blue.
you come in.
This is blue.
Yeah, but there's no light. Why isn't there a
bluey.
light? Huh.
Hey, you know what,
You can't
Cutter?
be out
There's
there
a
at night,
star.
I
What
guess.
does the star stand for?
The Northern Star, you fuck.
An asshole.
Yeah.
Texas Star.
Fuck you,
Oh,
Cutter.
there you go.
The Lone Star, man.
Yeah, it's big and bright.
Deep in the
Like Cutter's
hot
asshole.
Texas.
Oh,
Is it four? Is it 4 claps or is it 3?
Wait. Bright.
4?
4.
Four.
Whatever that was. Yeah. I didn't count.
Yeah, it was 4.
It's 4.
There you go.
I love how you both hummed it and kind of
yeah.
sang it at the same time.
Of course. That's what you do.
That's what I did. I was
Yeah.
like, but I couldn't remember because I'm not from here.
Yeah, because you're from
You son
fucking
of a
Kansas.
bitch.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
How many times are you going to hit your mic tonight, buddy?
How many times more you want me to hit my mic?
2.
0?
So another
Asshole.
yeah. So another one of their slogans, I guess, in the early days was boatloads of pure hoppiness.
I like how you say early days because they started 6 months ago.
Yes.
They had previous designs.
I think that before they actually.
They had plans and they had
They hop-squatted
Here's
it.
my question: is Chris is the owner?
no. He's their
brewer.
brewmaster, head brewer. Yeah,
Is it his recipes that they're using, or
I believe so.
okay,
Because it was basically him and some other guys starting this.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. It's not like Whitestone where Ryan started the brewery and then he hired on a professional brewer. I think Kris was saw an opportunity and said, hey, let's do this. Yeah.
I got you.
And that's why, again, I think I said this earlier, this is why they chose their IPA to start out with. Because
That
he had
makes a
a
lot
lot
more
of
sense. I
experience
gotcha.
with hops.
And there aren't enough IPAs in the market.
At the time, there weren't a lot of hazy IPAs in the Austin area.
6 months ago.
At least not a lot
Nationwide,
of,
there were, but
but it didn't really hit here, especially not canned.
Right.
You could go to probably Hops and Grains because they have 16 IPAs on tap, and I'm sure they have a few hazy IPAs. But yeah, now you can go to any tap room and they'll probably have a hazy IPA.
Yeah.
But back then, yeah, just even 6 months ago, there weren't a lot of hazy IPAs here. To the area, it was just a new style.
I got you.
Ooh, it could be a fun game. What's the next beer to hit the market?
Oh,
What do you
man.
guys think is missing or should be in the market?
What do
Butt
I-
hats.
what do I want?
Wait, no, that's
Hats for your butt.
What do I want, or what do I think is
Well,
logical?
I don't think you have an answer, Clint. I'm talking to Ross.
Oh,
and
I know what
Cutter.
I want to be like the next.
Peanut butter.
lawnmower beer,
Peanut butter.
No.
cream ale,
No.
egg cream ale.
No.
All blue owl.
Hellas's. That's what I want.
Oh,
Year round, nice, clean, easy drinking.
Well,
Hellas.
Independence
well,
has one.
it's hella season.
I know it's Hellas.
Cowboys is out there.
I'm excited about that.
You could have had one. Wait, did you have one?
You can always get
No.
North by Northwest.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I
Northern
should get
Lights?
Northern Lights. I should get some native Texan. I should just always have native Texan.
Yeah.
Converter Kolsch.
Oh yeah.
And I need to try the Northern Lights again from North by Northwest.
It's not bad.
The Hellas.
Yeah, that's a year-round Hellas, right?
Yeah.
Northern Lights is a pretty solid Hellas too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
I'm wearing the red Zeppelin shirt, which is
I thought about
also
wearing
a
my
very, very good one.
my zombie dragon, but I think I wore it Sunday. So.
I drank Dank Sinatra the other night.
Yeah.
I bought some of their stuff canned. Oh, Jesus, that's a pretty good hazy.
Where did you
IPA
get it?
too.
Did you go to the?
I like the hoppier version.
The cryo?
Yeah.
Oh man,
with the Galaxy.
I can't believe we showed up 30 minutes early.
We
and we
had
still didn't get the watermelon
terrible
one.
waitress.
We did.
So
Our waitress was the worst.
I get there and it's like, I'm just sitting there. She doesn't even ask me if I want anything.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't know.
We ordered like 10 minutes early.
Yeah, and also there was a table over here.
Can we go ahead and pre-order?
Yeah.
Because we wanted to pre-order to make sure we got our beer.
Yeah.
Didn't get our beer.
Yeah, and there was a table over here that she was taking care of. They got some.
Fucking bitch.
You might not have
she
seen it
just
because
didn't
it was
like 'em.
behind you.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't tell me until now.
She just forgot. I'm sure she just forgot, and it was like
I'm
by
certain
then
that's what
it
it
was
was.
like I was like, well, I got there and I'm Cutter's like, we're outside. It's like I'm thinking to myself, but I didn't say anything. It's like, why aren't you guys at the fucking bar?
Because there's no room.
Oh,
That's
that
why.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went in there. I walked around.
Now it makes sense.
I went. There was one spot like at the bar. And I was like,
Stand? No.
I couldn't
Yeah.
do that to you and Jimmy. I could have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I suffered with you guys.
But if you did, you would
I
have got
got
your damn
Well,
beer.
But
So y'all-
the hoppy one was
You
pretty
didn't
good.
You didn't go like find someone
Kevin.
we knew.
What
She said it was
just
gone.
magically.
They
No,
have-
when you
they
first
have-
when
they
you
have
first
more.
got there, like been like, is
Kevin, Flavor
Kevin?
Dave,
I walked
Flavor
in
Dave,
there. I looked for
or,
anybody that I knew.
Davis.
Davis or
I'm
what
not sure Davis was there. Oh, Albert.
Albert.
Albert probably would have been there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't see Albert. I looked for Albert because
Yeah.
he would have been the guy I would have looked for.
Oh yeah,
should've-
Albert would have hooked us up. Definitely.
Right.
No.
You should've gotten
Actually,
there and been
probably
like,
would have
"Is
gotten
Albert
us
here.
Probably would have gotten us free food as well.
Did I not remind you that I couldn't get eye contact with anybody, and so I sat outside. It's like
You,
'cause I
you
didn't
asked
wanna
your
see-
waitress.
I
Albert
would've-
here? Who's Albert?
Yeah, probably.
Probably what she
Seriously, all right.
Never heard of him.
So true story. All right, so I went.
Oh, here we story time.
Yeah. Well, you were there,
Yes,
so you can
I
back
was-
me up.
I was-
So like, she handed
Well-
me my check because we were getting ready to leave
Yes.
after everything. And I looked at my thing; it was like $20. But she had already handed me my 4-pack of beers, which was $20.
Yeah.
So I was all like, I ordered food and 2 beers. So I was like, I know she didn't put the $20 on here, like for my beers.
Uh-huh.
I'm a firm believer in karma.
Karma's only justice without the satisfaction.
Yeah.
So
No.
I did flag her
Free
down.
beer. No.
I could have taken the 4-pack and just walked out. Like, but I was like, I'm a firm believer in karma, and I was all like, hey, you didn't charge me for this. It's all like, she said, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And so she like, instead of like doing anything, she just went back, rang me up. 20 minutes later, get my check back, going, here's your extra $20. I was like, all right, whatever. It's like, it is what it is. Firm believer in karma. I'm hoping that comes back around to me that I supported a brewery.
Was she
Dumb. Yes.
No.
Dumb. I'm telling you, this is. I don't know.
Well, keep
Well,
in
she
mind.
is right, your
Do
third
keep
one.
in mind that these are pint cans. So this is.
Oh, I understand that it's like 3 pints, but I can drink 3 pints. It's just fuck. I don't know. Maybe I'm just full.
It's getting a little piney. That last sip.
I noticed. No, well,
No, it's definitely there. It's
you have
present.
to see if you agree with me on this, Joel. But I find that now that it's even colder. So like, the first one was the warmest. The second one was a little bit colder. This third one is the coldest.
Ooh, looking forward to that.
I think it's more IPA like than the first two.
I can agree with
I,
that.
I
Ooh, I
picked
can see
the
that.
bitterness of the hops up more than I did
It's
on the
not
that speaks to
super
what-
bitter though.
That
It's
speaks to what Cutter was
super,
saying.
but I'm saying it's let's see, in terms of bitter, it's more like a pale ale, you know,
Yeah.
like it has that bit of bitterness in it.
I
and
would've said
less-
that for-
less fruit.
I would have said it was a pale ale from the beginning, but yeah.
I would almost agree with that.
Because earlier when you were saying like full bodied, consistently through, yeah, I think now I'm interested in seeing this. I think I'd like it cool. When it gets a little warm, I felt the same way with the front yard. It just lost any momentum.
You know what? I'm beginning to think that like overly hazy, hoppy beers, I just don't agree with me.
You're starting to think that?
like no, just from like a digestion standpoint.
Have you tried Activia?
Is that like stevia?
It is not.
Right after I take my Midol.
Oh, okay.
I got more of the bitterness when it was warmer, really. I also got more of the fruit. I got more overall flavor, really.
I got more of the fruit when it was warmer. I'm almost done with my beer. I'll talk about my consensus afterwards.
Okay.
But I'm glad that we're somewhat in agreement on that.
Well, yeah, as any beer warms up, it's going to release more of those flavors. You're going to get more from it. Maybe not more of what you want, more of what you like, but more of the flavors in the beer. And if it's a well-made beer, it's still probably going to taste pretty good.
And this one does.
At least. Yeah, I think so.
This one does. I
don't really like. Well, I don't know.
Speaking of well-made beer, when are we going to bottle what we got in the?
We got to put it in the barrel first.
Do you need a new barrel?
Yeah. Do you have a new barrel?
I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can get one.
Yeah, if you can get one,
But what about the stuff that's fruited?
What fruited stuff you guys got going on?
The Brett.
We got a CYSB.
CYSB.
Cutter, you sour bitch.
Oh, Cutter, you sour bitch.
But
it was kind of a little bit vinegary when we.
More than a little bit.
No, it wasn't more than a little bit. It was just a little bit vinegary.
Am I able to try it tonight?
No.
Never mind. Fuck you.
The more oxygen that we put in there, the more vinegar you'll get.
Can we talk real quick about the beer that you brewed for the bachelor party?
We can talk about it.
That was really good.
Yeah, it was.
He wasn't happy because there was too much banana.
There was a lot of banana.
He got too much banana in the tailpipe.
Hey, let's not talk about what happened before the beer.
It wasn't perfect, but it was.
It was the damn
Wait a
good
second.
beer.
What?
It was a damn
what
good
are you
beer.
saying now?
Wait a minute.
Jump on one side as shipper or the other, but it's like it was.
It's okay if I say it's not perfect, but
it was.
To me, it tasted hot.
You could definitely tell it was a. You could definitely tell it was a wheat.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That banana kind of came through.
Yeah.
But
which was weird.
It was very tropical.
Never had that.
It was extremely tropical.
Yeah, you got that? Okay. I didn't get much of the tropical. I
thought it was just banana-y.
Yeah.
I got a lot of tropical.
Okay, that's what I was trying to make come through.
I enjoyed it.
Wait, are bananas tropical?
They are, yes.
Those are exotic.
Oh, okay.
Bananas are exotic.
What about manzanos? The red.
Aren't those tomatoes?
Well, that's actually
it's manzana, which is an apple, but a manzano is a banana.
Like a little red one, a Mexican banana.
That's mandingo.
Yeah. No, wait. Those are big. Those are.
But no, I thought it was a nice.
I had like 2 or 3 of them while I was out there.
That's it.
Well, I had a lot of.
Somebody
whiskey.
drank a lot of it. Oh yeah.
I had a lot of whiskey that I wanted people to drink. So
I think we drank. It was about 4.5 gallons, and I think I dumped out 1.5 gallons. So
we drank 3 gallons of it.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think that was pretty good. Yeah, I didn't expect to actually make that much, but I put it in the fermenter, and it was like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
it was good stuff. I wanted to commend you. It was good beer.
I think if the banana had been subtler, the tropical would have come out a lot more.
Drop it down like 5 degrees, and you.
Yeah, I think, or even just like
subtle.
room temperature, like 80 degrees, or just like
room temperature 80 degrees.
I'm just saying. Well, fermentation, it's an exothermic reaction, so it creates heat on its own.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, like 78, whatever.
Ross, we know how beer's
or keep
made.
it at 80. I know you know how beer is made, Joel. I know.
Well, Joel just knows what beers taste like.
He knows what beer should taste like.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what style, just beer in general.
This is what beer should taste like.
Yeah.
I love how he questioned the beer I was drinking earlier. He goes, it's like, is that caramel?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is, Joel.
Yeah, it was
That's good on you. That's good. Getting a flavor there.
Picking up a note.
It's probably something that I wouldn't have picked up before we started this, which is crazy because what are you saying, Joel?
I'd love to do that beer because it just intersect flogging Molly like every 20 minutes.
Not flogging Molly, drop kick Murphy.
Okay,
I used to do that. Man, I used to love.
Don't
You're shipping out to Boston.
Oh, that's a good song.
Just like
that's a good song.
You mean like just like he did with Tejano Dream?
Yeah. I got to put that in now. We got to talk to those guys. Damn.
The cider guys?
Yeah. So many people I want to talk to, but it's like,
they don't want to talk to us.
No, they do, but just scheduling and then I don't want to do more than one a month because it's like, I want to do this a lot more than we do that.
And if we start doing this a lot more than we do that, then we have to do a lot more of this and a lot more of that.
Well, you can get with this, or you can get with that.
Yeah. If we did 1 month, that'd be great.
You can get with that.
Or you can blow it up.
Anyway. So that North by Northwest shirt, it's got the design on the front.
Oh, it's a native Texan. Look at that,
it's
native.
Not. It's Highway 19.
But it says native and then TX.
Oh, does it? It does.
Were they giving away random shirts?
No, you had to pay for them. But we got it.
They were having a Spring Bach Festival.
Yes, which was pretty awesome.
So Ross and I went.
Yeah.
And we got free shirts.
Free shirts.
Amy even got a free
drink
shirt.
Tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 drink tickets.
We got
drinks.
the VIP entrance
little
for
cups,
free.
But yeah.
Like 4 ounce?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 ounces.
Yeah. But that's where we met Albert.
Albert was awesome.
Told us to come do the
Albert's
Thanks
still
so
awesome.
I was trying to figure out who Albert was. When
If you see Albert at North by Northwest, tell him hey. He's the operations manager there. Just ask for Albert. But don't ask for anything free because I don't know if we can cover that.
Oh, we can't.
No.
I asked our accountant.
Yeah.
Patreon.
We can't.
No.
Our Patreon will cover it.
Our incoming revenue is 0. We can't cover it.
Our incoming revenue is negative.
Yeah, right?
No, those are our expenses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Our net income is negative.
There you go.
Our incoming revenue is 0.
But our potential...
We're not sending money out to Patreons or
that is
anything
true.
like that.
But our potential income is
But
infinity.
if you wanted... No, wait. We can't do that. No. But yeah, potentially, yeah. But, we didn't get into this to make money or friends. And we haven't, so... No.
That's right.
In 6 years, we want to hate each other. That's the goal.
6 years. We already... I don't think it'll take that
I already
long.
hate Cutter.
Yeah.
I already tell him, fuck you on the streets.
I can't
Not
look
even
in
the
the
streets.
eyes when I'm coming. But
Well, it's always finished from behind.
true. I'm the only one that's 3 beers in, aren't I?
Yeah,
You are.
2.5.
No.
Well, I'm on par with the...
There's not another
Clint.
beer for you to drink, right?
I'm trying. This is getting...
There's another one at least.
So
right?
tropical.
No, we're out.
Oh, was it
There's only 12,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
It was 4
Yeah.
packs.
You're right.
There's 4 of us.
So we just make Cutter suffer.
I have half of this.
Suck it, Cutter.
you gotta have
half of this converter Kolsch.
in his olden days.
Pretty warm.
That's so
It's pretty warm.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. I thought you finished that. You were drinking on that. Or did you have 2 of them?
I was busy setting up. No, I just had
There's
the
the
one.
same one from... Okay.
And that is still a good beer,
It is
though.
still good. Yes, I
Cutter
know.
just drank it. It's still warm.
It's got that boat on there. It's
There's
like,
a boat
wait.
on that. There's a
it
boat
might-
on that one, too?
Okay, it's not the same. Yeah.
Someone once told me. Someone
It's
once
the
told me
suggested
that
activity.
Yeah.
There's also a sausage on there.
Someone
There
told me
is.
that is a world class Kolsch, and I'm.
Was it Ryan?
No, it wasn't. It was actually my.
I thought it was Joel.
Oh no! I think
my
you told me about it,
my
yeah.
ordering guy is a big beer guy, and he
I
told
would-
me that. And that's one of the reasons why I bought it for the podcast at one time.
Yeah.
That's a damn good beer. It really is.
I've had other Kolsch's and I have not liked them near as much.
Near as much
Yeah.
as the converter Kolsch. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one that converts you. Yeah.
The one in the circle
One
wasn't
taste bud at a time.
Yeah.
bad. One in the
The
circle
fanny
wasn't
pack?
bad. They had another one.
I like the.
No,
Okay, I've never seen another one. I know.
Still, it's like
I
there's
know.
another one.
They had 2.
I
magic sword.
understand. I've only seen one.
It was probably when they were phasing out or something because it was right after. It was I got there right after they had the fanny pack one.
I went to Circle before they had fanny pack.
Maybe you just weren't looking for the Kolsch because you weren't converted yet.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't know what a Kolsch was. I was afraid of it, like a Saison. I was like, fuck, what is this? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it tastes like.
I tell you what, Jeff from Jester King really turned me on to Saisons.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Session?
Yeah. Jeff Sessions with his Saisons has really turned me on to farmhouse-style ales.
No.
Jesus.
You know that's not his last name, right?
Jeff Sessions?
Yeah.
No. Oh, Jeff Sessions is the... Oh, damn it. Jeff Stuffings.
There you go.
There it is. I was like, I knew it. Damn it.
Leave it in.
Yeah,
Jeff,
leave it in.
Jeff Sessions.
Cut her figure
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Jeff
he's friends with
from Jester King.
Yeah.
Like, no.
He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, super cool dude.
Yeah.
Like, just... but I am...
Just read their blog on their site.
I am far
great
less
stuff.
like worried about like like saisons and stuff. Like just that it actually makes me want to drink them more just to go. Every batch is fucking different.
Yeah.
And just the stories that we just drive them around the fucking like past you try to pick up yeast sometimes. Like fuck it. Like
fucking leaves and twigs.
We'll drive all the way down to fucking
I wish I had tried that beer.
You'll drink some
with
shit.
all the Jester King. You'll drink some shit.
The look on his face when you said that, like he was not offended at all. He was all like, "Yeah, yeah, you will."
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a damn good slogan. Wish I had thought of that.
Patent pending.
Yeah, I mean,
you'll drink some shit.
they could use it, but they got to put her name there.
Yeah. Give me credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
But that was
I think I was recording that, so I should get a little bit of that.
I was there.
Yeah.
So.
Everybody in the room.
He should subscribe to our Patreon.
There you go.
Just give us some of that.
Yeah, just give us a little bit of that Jester King money. Just break off a piece.
You'll drink some shit money.
Yeah. Or give us some of that Spawn a little bit. Like
I got some of that Spawn. I'm gonna age it for a little bit longer.
I'd be fine with that.
I got that Shiraz and Cab Spawn.
Yeah, I know. I saw that in your fridge. I was like, how mad would Cutter be if I just popped this open?
$30, Ned.
How long are you gonna age the Spawn?
I'm gonna try to get to 2 years.
2 years, and then we'll go back next year and buy another one.
I would like to buy one next year. Yeah.
Yeah, and the year after
are they
that.
gonna do Cab and Shiraz again though? That's the thing.
Probably not. Well, I don't know. They might.
I didn't just buy the regular Spawn. I bought the Cab
I know.
Shiraz.
What was the first year that he said they did the Spawn?
16?
16 is what it was.
16?
Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to say that, but
I think that's
thought
what
they
was
were
on,
doing
that was
it
on the
earlier.
menu.
Yeah?
When we were up there.
I'd like to go get a bottle of the 16 and like wait till
Compare
it's
it
26.
or just. Oh God.
All right, so when I bought mine, I asked the guy about aging it. He told me it'll age really well for the next 2 to 3 years, is what he said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years is what he said.
And then after that,
I mean,
nobody knows.
Obviously, they're only 3 years in. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but you would think it would keep aging pretty well, but just like maybe at an exponential rate.
But like
sourness
wine,
after.
like wine, it gets like there's a point where it becomes
vinegar.
Yeah, exactly.
You become vinegar.
I'm not you.
Oh,
maybe
I'm the salt to your vinegar.
Maybe we aged our sour too long.
Like let it sit too long?
No, we didn't.
Why did you have to? Did you have to
let it linger?
Did you have to let it linger?
Because we were trying to get it to sour.
Then it turned into a zombie.
Isn't
zombie?
I was gonna say, isn't it ironic?
That's
I know it's different.
Way off.
Yes, different, but still. Isn't
Still
it
applies.
ironic?
Yeah.
It's actually ironic.
Yeah.
Is it like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife?
Speaking of Canadians, shout out to Brew Crime.
Oh, that's right. You did a recording with them on Sunday, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It's pretty good.
When's that coming up?
I have no idea. That's up to them.
It's up to them. How often do they?
So
maybe before this.
So you did that with Pacific Beer Chat.
Well, Mike, who hosts Pacific Beer Chat, he also does Brew Crime, which is a true crime podcast, which they also drink beers.
Gotcha.
Did they talk about the beer at all?
But there's a
Yeah, they do.
there's a podcast actually called True Crime, and they're not affiliated with that podcast.
No, Brew Crime.
Brew Crime.
Right. They're Brew Crime, but there is a podcast called True Crime.
True Crime
Don't
is...
plug True Crime.
Hey,
We're not
what are you
talking about
doing?
True Crime.
There's Canadian True Crime. That's
I'm
not
They
too
haven't
bad.
paid us anything. Don't plug them.
But
You know
no,
who else hasn't paid anything?
everybody.
Everybody we've ever played.
So is Brew Crime like brew
Wolf Brand
beer?
Chili has given us no money at fucking all. So stamps.com, I haven't gotten a stamp. Well, I have gotten a stamp, but it was...
I had to pay for it.
Yeah. But,
What about what was the
pinballs?
The Blue Apron or what the fuck it was?
Blue Apron.
We did Blue Apron, and we also did Burnt Sienna Apron.
Burnt
Sienna.
Apron.
It's a potato delivery service for you out there.
Canada, we're
need-
still waiting for our check.
But yeah, but no, true crime is an overall genre. So yeah.
So is Brew Crime beer related or just
Yeah.
they drink and then they talk about crime?
Well, it's mostly true crime, but they drink before they tell you the story, and the beers usually relate to the story.
Oh.
It's like what I did. We did.
Did you do crimes against beer? Like someone just
No.
made a really bad beer in your
They're
I
talking
thought about it.
TABC.
You should have.
I thought about it, and what should I do? But no, this episode was hometown crimes. So I did a crime that straddled where I went to high school and where I'm living now.
Wait, who got
Also,
straddled?
The crime. The area.
Oh.
No, yes.
The
And
crime was it inserted itself in the area.
It involved
It
where,
penetrated the area.
it involved where I went to high school. It involved where I live now. Also involved Southwest Texas State.
Triple penetration.
Where I went to school.
Yeah.
Triple penetration.
And
Yeah.
briefly, I was there for 6 years.
I went to Texas State.
Oh, I did go to
You went
Southwest for 4 days. I went to Southwest for 4 days. That's true.
Exactly.
I
Briefly.
understand what you're saying,
And then you
though.
went to Texas State.
How was it
Anyway.
4 days?
Because he was there 4 days before the name
So
changed.
Did they do it like before
2003
in the summer?
Like, they started the
Oh,
school
here we
year
go.
on August 27th.
Here's a brew crime for you.
Yeah.
It's like they changed the name legally on September 1st.
So you did like a summer class that you had it?
No. They started the fall semester on August 27th. And so like for the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. So I guess it's 5 days. I went to
Well, on the
Southwest
fifth
Texas.
day, they changed.
On the fifth day,
On the
God
fifth day.
rested.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's two other people close enough. I think we can transfer
yeah.
back to
Oh,
this
fuck you,
juicy
Cutter.
blonde
Fuck
ale
you.
from Lake Austin
You have to
Ales.
suffer. You have to twitch until you get bored and you go downstairs and get something of your own.
I drank a warm converter Kolsch.
Wait, did you drink the rest of it?
I did.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
It was delicious.
Ross wanted that
Now I
warm
don't have a
converter
beer
Kolsch.
to drink while I try to wait for Joel to
It
finish.
was
His whole
delicious.
That sounds
Yeah.
horrible.
It's still delicious,
yeah.
even if it's warm.
That's how you know it's a good beer.
Yeah.
It really is. How you know
I'm going to
it's
have to
a good
listen to
beer.
that podcast because I'm pretty sure there's some haters.
For converter Kolsch?
I think we all.
That
really
would
enjoyed it.
we all really liked it.
I think we were all
Not
really
really
surprised that we liked it.
Yeah, I was.
I think if there was a hater, it might have been Joel, actually.
It probably was.
How is it me? It was my beer of the year last year.
Yeah,
But
but
that-
you were
But going into the episode.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Oh, going into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had never had a Kolsch. I had never had a Whitestone, and their website sucked. So I was like, this is gonna suck.
Their
But-
cans lately have been really impressive. Like some
Yeah?
of their seasonal, like
Oh yeah, they got their Ray Ray.
Their
and,
well, I had the Ray Ray and the Gangsta something. Their hazy IPA.
oh, and their melted snowman.
juicy blonde ale from Lake Austin Ales. It's a 1 in my book. I definitely enjoy it as it warms.
Yeah.
My problem with pint-sized cans is that you get 12 ounces in most of the time, and it's like
Yeah.
the last 4 ounces are like
Warm.
Yeah, it's warm and it's not good. This one, the flavor changes. Like we were discussing earlier, it's all like the hops I feel like are more present as it's cold. Like you get a little bit more of that pininess, but as it warms, that fruit, that juicy, really starts showing through.
Yeah.
A lot more pineapple and
A lot more
Oh, yeah.
pineapple. The
Definitely.
pineapple very much shows
Pineapple,
through.
mango. Really, a lot of pineapple.
I think I would. It wouldn't be surprising if he used a few different types of hops, especially those more.
Everything I read was they just dry hop with Azacca.
Azacca?
They probably use something different during the boil because for the 10 IBUs, because IBU calculators don't calculate dry hopping.
Right, exactly.
So they probably use something noble, maybe, or something just for bittering.
I would say that because you get a tiny bit of pine when it's colder, but it's like as it warms up, like you definitely get more of that. They could have also bittered with
Azacca, but Azacca is if I recall, it's a high oil, high alpha acid, so it's got a lot of bittering potential in there. So
I'm fully on board.
So
with
they
this
could
beer.
have just used a little bit.
This blonde ale makes me want to try their IPA for sure.
Yeah, I think I've had their IPA. I might have had it at Easy Tiger at the Link.
I'll be honest, I'm not really amazed by IPAs so much, just because like they're.
No one should be amazed by IPAs.
There's some good IPAs out there, but
there are.
I need one episode
we
just line up some IPAs.
I've had a couple.
Blind taste test.
Different styles or
same style, obviously, because you're going to be able to tell the difference between a hazy and a non-hazy IPA.
What a brute!
Would you?
I would.
Let's. All right, we can do different styles. Fuck it, I don't care.
With ice cream.
Y'all can do it with ice cream.
IPAs with ice cream is not a good idea.
I don't care what Clint says. We need a second ice cream social episode.
I'll tell you what. Y'all can do an ice cream social episode after Amy has the baby, and then
so Amy can be on here.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
She was in the last episode. We'll get that hot girl after all.
I thought about.
Yeah, absolutely. For that episode, yes, you can have it. You can have Amy. I don't want anything to do with ice cream and beer.
Between now and then, I need Amy to get Insta famous though.
Anyway.
So you're doing your review? Or
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. What, you're saying something.
No, I can't. I don't know.
All right.
No ice cream.
No ice cream is all I'm trying to say.
Well, I like this. Definitely a one for me. Not my favorite blonde, but really good. And
no Taylor Swift, huh?
Oh fuck! I fucking hate. It's like I can't. Okay, I don't even have the words.
Clearly,
choking on my own rage here. It's just so juicy, juicy blonde ale, good. But I want to mirror what Cutter said. Because we had the first one and it was pretty warm, and you got a lot of that tropical flavor. You also got a little bit of that bitter, but not enough to outshine the tropical flavor. When it was colder, it was, say, more pleasant, but you didn't get a lot of that.
It was more blonde.
Yeah, you didn't get like that tropical flavor. Didn't really stand out as much.
This one lends itself to a warmer temperature.
I think so, which
is good sign in a beer, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, as it warms, it opens up. Yeah, I can see that. But cold beer. I love cold beer. So still good. Still a one. 16 ounces though.
I thought it would be too much. I actually, like I said, because it warms and it's delicious as it gets warmer. It's still.
It wasn't super difficult to drink. Like Clint is about to tell you, the body was a little troubling, but it wasn't super heavy. But it was a little heavy for a blonde.
Agreed. I will give you that much. Yeah.
Not as heavy, maybe as a hazy IPA. Definitely not as heavy as a stout. Definitely not as heavy as the King Grackle, which I could only do two of because it was so heavy.
So it's more of a Cutter beer. Little heavy.
Any beer is a Cutter beer. Well, except for 3. That's it. Yeah.
I think we had 3 that one night.
Oh, also, well, that had
special.
We did the Red
beer.
Horn and we did the craft beer, the last craft beer club.
Y'all did a craft beer club?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did Red Horn and a craft beer club in the same night, and we were fine. Cutter drove home.
But the craft beer club was too old?
It was.
I feel like it might have been.
Yeah.
It all
had yeast settled on the bottom, so that was. I don't think a lot of them.
Did you go through all
the saison though was really
the
good.
The saison was still great.
The saison was really good. It was
I want to
foamy,
go.
but it was
I want to
really
go to
good.
Louisiana now. It's like, oh, child.
But there were like two
Oh,
IPAs.
child.
There were 2 IPAs in there, and they were not good.
They were not good.
I think we mentioned it. I think we mentioned it a few times. I don't blame them for it because
I do not.
We let it age too long.
Yeah,
Ooh, it was sitting in that ice box for a long time. Ooh, child.
Right. Let me tell you about this beer.
I've been waiting a long time for this. Ooh,
It's going to be a surprise one.
This blonde ale.
No.
that sounds more like Stephen Root in.
Let me tell you
Oh, brother, where art thou?
about this beer here.
Oh, him.
No, I'm not
I
gonna do
don't know what you do.
We were at a funeral and that was the preacher was like talking like
Why
that.
is the preacher talking like
I thought you were
this?
saying. I thought you were going to say, you know what's worse than a funeral? This beer.
No. It wasn't that. It's probably, I'll say it this way, it's a 1 for 1. Like I could drink one of these. I never want to drink 3 of these again.
I'm proud.
Well, next week.
To me, it's so close to an hazy IPA.
Yeah,
That like
I can see that.
It's just not what I want in a beer. I feel like it's very filling, and so that makes it hard to drink 3. It's very hazy, which for me makes it hard to drink 3.
Also, it's 16 ounces.
Well, but I can drink 3 pints of, let's say, Scrimshaw.
There you go. That comes in 12-ounce glass bottles.
But at when Flying Saucer, RIP,
here we
was
go.
still open, I could easily drink 3 Scrimshaw.
Fuck that guy.
No problem. 3 pints of Scrimshaw, I could do that. RIP Flying Saucer.
No,
Anyway.
fuck that
They
guy.
still haven't replaced that one in the triangle, right? It looked like it was
Is it
still
still
open.
empty?
It looked like it was empty. I drove by it last week.
But, when it's warmer, it's more tropical, like y'all said. When it's colder, I feel like it's more hoppy, more bitter hoppy. Oh, man, it was a lot to get through. I got through it, and I'm done.
Never want to do it again.
I don't ever want to do that again.
What about with ice cream?
No.
What kind of ice cream, Russ? What kind of ice cream would we get this?
I think
Beer
this
ice cream.
I think this would be a really
Homemade
good one.
beer ice
I think
cream.
this would be a good one to have with ice cream.
might be.
Actually.
What kind of ice cream?
Well, Joel, you have a little bit of time to finish up.
Yeah, you guys can keep talking. I'm going to make you guys
Fuck you,
suffer.
Ryan
I'm
Johnson.
going to make you guys suffer. You got to keep hanging out, just not drinking beer.
Well, thank you for joining us on that 3 Beers In. It's,
Well, let me tell you about Ryan Johnson. But anyway, all right, Joel, you finally are
Taking my sweet ass time drinking it.
not quite finished. So
for one who complained about how it tastes as it gets warmer, you took your sweet ass time drinking that
I was doing
beer.
that on purpose.
Fuck you, Joel.
Didn't we think it tasted like an East Coast IPA?
Funimation.
yeah, more
Funimation, not
East Coast
Tsunami.
hazy style. Yes.
Yeah, like an East Coast IPA.
Yeah.
I started getting that as it got cooler. The first beer we had was a little warm. So it tasted full body, and you can taste all the tropical flavors. And then as it got cooler, it was more consistent, and then it had like a back, like the aftertaste was a little bit more present. And it started tasting more like an East Coast IPA towards the end there. I'm surprised they call it a blonde because I don't see other than the color of it and the haziness of it. I don't really see it being a blonde at all. From the flavor being pretty hoppy and tropical, or just I wouldn't describe a blonde that normally that way. But I still think it was a 1. I would have a couple of them, but yeah, it's not. I'd have like 1 and then move on to something else, I guess, if I was at a barbecue or something. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was interesting. It was not your traditional blonde. It was a juicy blonde, apparently.
Yes.
And cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
But I did really think there was some kind of like East Coast IPA
Yeah.
taste to it. 'Cause it was
And
like-
that's what I
It was a
don't
bit
like
hazy.
about it. Like, I wanted it to be more like a traditional blonde ale.
Yeah.
And this just kind of pushed it to that IPA
Wait, a
level.
traditional blonde ale from Kris? From Kris Gray?
Okay, sorry.
Well, maybe that's what he's going for, right?
More traditional, but maybe with like a subtle change element or more, flavor to it or something like that.
Yeah.
This is just a little too much like an IPA for me.
Well, he said the first beer they made was an IPA, right? The first brew.
Yeah.
So maybe they're like trying to move away from it, but this is like one step away.
I don't think they're trying to.
No, I don't think they're trying to move away from it.
All right. Well, we had fun drinking 3 pints of this beer.
I don't know if it was fun, but
I enjoyed it.
One
Did you give
for
a
all
0?
of us.
no,
one for one.
I 1 for 1.
Joel and
I thought it was one.
all right,
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Would you drink?
One all around.
So would you all drink 3 of them again?
I would.
Like
I definitely
that was
would.
what was available.
I would.
Two,
Yeah,
2.5.
I would have. I would
Joel over here. It's
Probably-
a 1 for 2.
and a half. I'd probably drink it all day. I mean, if
All
that's
day.
what
Oof.
that's what was there. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Well, it's not for me.
Would you
This-
beer bong it?
this
Would
or
you-
Lone
would you just
Star.
Pour it into
I
a...
don't need to
tunnel.
beer bong.
We're too old for that
anything.
shit.
Yeah.
Ross is older than us, so.
Yeah. Calling
Chris,
brother out.
so like making another good beer, making
Yeah.
more good beer. Keep it up. This has been Cutter.
Hey, check us out.
Are we gonna check it out?
Check us out on iTunes.
This is why I don't do this.
Yeah, leave us reviews. We need some just stars. We don't even you don't even have to comment. Just leave reviews.
No, comments would be good. But you don't have to say anything. You just comment.
At the very least, if you're gonna leave us a star review, just put a "fuck you, Cutter" in there. And
There
I'll
you
be
go.
happy.
That's all we need.
That's all we read. Yeah, fuck you, Cutter.
or say who you think should be voted off the podcast, so we can replace them with a.
But please
hot
do
female.
vote for a replacement
girl.
also
Yeah.
while you're doing that.
Here's your least
If you
favorite
like.
podcast.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Cutter. Replace Cutter.
There you go. But he still brings beer.
Yeah, he just shows up to bring beer, sitting in the corner, drinking
See,
3.
see if your new person
Crying.
needs a beer.
Tears are the best seasoning. Better than coriander.
Find
All
us
right.
on Patreon.
Oh, yeah. Patreon.
Yeah, it's out there.
Patreon.com.
We'll give you a shout out, or we won't, depending on
What you want.
Hey, we'll do a shout out. If you pay us, we'll drop
Yeah,
it.
it's
What
one
if
of the
they
tiers.
don't want us to?
Well, then that's $2.
Yeah.
No, it seriously is. Seriously is. That's how the tiers are set up. $1 you get a shout out. $2 you remain anonymous.
Can we make up a name? Can we just be like a name that rhymes with their name?
If you want to, that's what you want to do, man. That's up to you.
You just
$3
can't-
will
can't-
get you that.
It's not the tier. It's not one of the tiers, but
$4 will get you a nickname.
Yeah, $5. I think you get to tell us what to drink. I don't remember.
Hey, I think that's
It's
pretty
on
good.
there.
I think
It's on
that's a
there.
pretty
Look
good
it up.
bargain. If you gave, yeah, they should totally do that.
$50 you get to be a real sponsor.
But really,
We'll read a real ad.
Instagram's where we kind of
Send
made
them
our
a glass.
home. So
That's one of the. I only have one glass left, but yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the tiers.
Instagram is kind of our home. Like Ross does a great
Yeah.
job updating that. Like
Yeah.
bi-weekly.
Facebook?
Better than Facebook or Twitter.
Fuck yeah.
I try to
Saw
do
that
them all,
Twitter.
but
Yeah, you do a great job.
Instagram's easier. Instagram is just it's there.
Take a
But
photo.
yeah, we're
post
3
it.
beers in.
We're all over. Find us.
3 beers in podcast.
It's a bright
Check
yellow.
it out.
It's a bright yellow sticker. Like
Three
on the
beers
fucking
in
internet.
podcast.com.
Yeah.
The number 3.
There you go. Or 3 beers in the podcast. It'll take you to the same place.
No, it won't.
It will.
Oh well,
I had to link it back because everybody was going there. Because that's the one that you search for.
That's what I searched for.
So that's what comes up on Google first.
3 beers in
The
the podcast.
Yeah.
But let's not use that anymore.
Three beers in podcast.com.
Yeah. So I only have to pay for 1 domain and not 2. So yeah. Yeah. And check out Brew Crime and Pacific Beer
Upcoming
Chat.
episode, Ross is featured. We'll give you more.
Featured. I don't know. Yeah, I'm there.
Ross is there.
Yeah.
Featured. He's featured.
Yeah.
He's being modest.
And we might be on again in the future. We'll see.
I know a guy that ran a stop sign in my hometown.
Oh, shit.
Are there any breweries in Kansas?
There are
No.
breweries in Kansas,
There are
but
none.
there's
Not Kansas native breweries.
I know.
No, there are none.
I know a guy who sent beer through the mail to Canada.
No.
that's a brew crime.
That is a brew crime.
He
Stay
did.
tuned to find out who that was.
No.
He did it in the...
Or just check out our BAYK collaboration episode.
There you go.
He did
It's
it...
still a great episode.
He did it...
Yeah, just check that out.
But anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. Thought we had a blast.
Yes.
A lot of good beers.
Except for Clint.
Well,
was
one
miserable.
specifically, the Juicy Blonde Ale from Lake Austin Ales.
Yep.
And half a converter Kolsch.
And
from
I had
Whitestone.
there was a full converter Kolsch. I just drank half of it on
Yeah.
the episode. Warm. Still delicious beer also. Another one.
Check out Whitestone.
Yeah, check out Whitestone. But this has been Cutter.
And this has been Ross.
Joel's there. And this is Clint.
And this is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Thanks for sticking around. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify, BigHeadsMedia.com, or anywhere there are podcasts. If you like what you heard, rate and review us on iTunes. Check out our Patreon. Find it at patreon.com/3beersinpodcast. Check out all of our awards. You can give as little as $1 a month to help us keep doing what we're doing. It really helps out and we'll give you a thank you on the show. Or for a little more, you can remain anonymous. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3beersinpodcast. Check out our website, 3beersinpodcast.com. You can find information about us and the show along with the links to all of our episodes and our really cool merchandise. While you're on our site, you can tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like us, then why the hell are you still here? You should have turned us off long ago. But if you're just going to listen to us anyway, you should probably subscribe too. And if you'd like a transcript of our podcast, write down everything that we just said.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Hello, my name is Jacob.
And I'm his co-host, 5-year-old Olivia.
Do you have kids?
And are your kids curious?
If you answered yes, you should check out Curious Kid Podcast, a weekly educational podcast for curious kids and grown-ups. Every week we learn about another topic.
We've already learned about spider webs, batteries, the moon, and so much more.
You can find us at CuriousKidPodcast.buzzsprout.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.